Hey guys, what's up? This is Valentino for Divine Masculine Unleashed, and today I will talk about in depth about how you can move from negativity and negative thought loops into more positive things in your life and start focusing on the good and literally raise your happiness level yourself, because you are the one that's in control, and whatever is happening around you, it's about what you make out of it. All right? Okay. So what I want to address first is that it's not your fault, all right? You are growing up in a society that is focused on in so many things, in so many ways, on negativity. In the news, we see it. We're focusing on all the horrible stories, what bleeds that leads, and whatever airplane crashes, catastrophes, car crashes, war, boyfriends cheating, breakups, people dying. It's just what people are used to talk about and what they used to focus on. And it's like so easy to have a little chit chat, banter about it. Like, oh my God, did you see what happened to this poor person? And oh yeah, really? You know, like it's literally it has become normal for most people to talk like that, to think like that, and it's rarely really about optimistic things. Rarely you catch people like staying in a positive mood, in positive thoughts, in thought waves for a longer time. Not even 5 minutes, I would say. Even 5 minutes are rare to catch anyone. Usually it's an up and down, but the ups are way below what's going down here. And I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to get better at thinking positive thoughts and negative thoughts, all right? So I'm going to tell you what the 3 things are, and then we're going to talk about how you can use them to your benefit in an easy way and how to get started. So the first thing that is the biggest thing you can do is literally the most powerful tool and asset you have on your side, and it is the simple concept of being grateful, gratitude. You showing thankfulness, appreciation for what you already have in your life. No matter how bad your life is, you are focusing on the simple facts that you have in control that are actually going in your benefit. Because there's always going to be something that's going negative, there's always going to be something that's positive, and usually we dwell way too much on the negative things. That's the things we replay in our mind, and in the end, we are not looking back at what actually happened. We're not looking back at the past, but our interpretation of the past, and our interpretation is completely morphed and twisted by our negative thought loops. And one of the very bad things that you could do this with is a past relationship. Because obviously it's a past relationship for some reason. Maybe she broke up, you broke up, whatever happened. And now you can put this whole situation in a bad context, the whole relationship, and be like, yo, for 1 year, 1.5 years, I wasted my life away. This was bad. She cheated on me, she betrayed me, blah, 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 blah. He was such an asshole. He never picked up after himself. He was such an egoistic narcissist. These kind of things. And you completely forget about all the good things you had together with each other. And that's just your reticular activation system focusing on the negative things to like help you move away from something. But once you have moved away from the relationship and you have dealt with this, it's time to see the relationship for what it actually was. And you should equally focus on the positive and the negative, and I would recommend you to focus on the optimistic stuff because you chose to be with this person and it leaves you feeling way better. Same with a job, all right? If you have gotten out of a job, maybe you were even fired by your boss, you could still think about how amazing it was to banter with your coworkers, all the great chuckles and laughs you had, all the good times, all the good decent money you made, and there's always something positive to focus on. We're just not used to it anymore. It's become absolute normal to be negative because people think they're hardwired to think this way. They think anxiety and fear will somehow protect them of further future problems, as being like careful, right? Careful, focusing on negative things will sort of prevent them. But actually, you're attracting them in a law of attraction sense, but further on, you're pulling yourself down because your brain cannot differentiate on whether it's actually happening something negative or whether you're just thinking about it. So you are creating negative thought loops, negative thoughts for yourself that have an harmful effect on your hormones, on your body, and you're putting yourself into stress mode. All right. So that's gratitude, showing gratitude for the little things in life. And an example out of my life that I'm very happy to share with you is that I basically ate rice for about 10 days. I ate rice morning, day, and night, kind of inspired by Siddhartha, the book by Hermann Hesse. And I literally developed an appreciation and deep love for the rice. And I'm a very picky person. I love getting the best water I can, the best organic fruits I can, and I'm very picky. And usually I have so much different products, a wide range of products. And even if I have this, it's very easy for me to be like, oh my God, we have like the hazelnut nut butter, but where's the almond nut butter, right? We all become little bitches. We start bitching about things and we focus on what we want and not what we have. And so I did this with the rice and actually I became crazy happy. Like I can tell you, I literally fell in love like with eating rice, and I was very thankful for this rice, and just saying thank you. If you are eating something, being happy that you have something on your plate is a very big step into freedom from these negative kind of way of thinking. Because there's always someone having it worse than you. There's always someone having it better than you. You cannot win this game. There's always a bigger shark, but you can show appreciation and gratitude for what you have. Of course, this goes as deep as say, hey, at least I'm alive, at least I have my 2 feet or legs or whatever it is, at least I am not broke, at least I have a roof over my head. And actually, as a man, it is very powerful to go that deep into this. All right, so that's what I did with the rice. I literally showed gratitude for having simple nutrition and food to feed myself, and I was really happy with that. And yeah, like that's definitely going to stick with me, and it's going to stick with you too. And another thing you can do easily is do a little challenge. And that's number 2, all right? So you do this challenge and you are hardwired to think negative, in my opinion, if you're part of the 90% of normal people. And I was there for all my puberty, and it's very normal to be this way. If you watch television, if you hang out with normal folks, it's very normal to be this negative. So you do a challenge and you say, hey, every time I go to the gym, twice a week maybe, for this 1 hour that I'm at the gym, I'm not gonna compare myself to people. I'm not gonna focus on how they have bigger biceps and they look better and they're taller, because as a guy, it's very easy to fall into that trap, right? You're not just going to the gym to stare at girls, you're also kind of comparing yourself to the other guys, trying to like level up, but actually you're just doing this in your head. You're like, hey, I'm better than this person, he's like too skinny, oh my god, this guy's fat, but oh dude, like this guy takes steroids, like he looks better, but then you're judging him. So you're playing this game that's kind of negative, because you're always focusing on what you don't have, and you're not like enjoying your body, which is what you should actually do at the gym. You should be smiling all the fucking time and enjoying the simple fact that you have a healthy, functioning body and that you can lift shit with it, all right? Because that in itself is a privilege and a wonderful thing to do, okay? So I would tell you to go at the gym for 1 hour, and for this 1 hour you stop bitching and you're like, hey, I love my body, this is cool, really enjoying yourself, okay? You could also do this if you're hanging out with friends and whatever is easy for you, okay? If you're starting out with this and you're new, don't jump into the 7-day no bitching challenge, okay? Which is an amazing challenge to do, but it's extremely hard. Like you, as soon as you try it, probably you'll fail after like literally 2 minutes or less, because you're equipped with the monkey mind, monkey brain chatter, and it will always fuck you up if you're not highly advanced in meditation and self awareness, all right? So just go with 1 hour at the gym, for example, or with 1 hour in the morning where you're just like saying, hey, like this is gonna be a beautiful day. I don't know what's gonna come. And you spend this 1 hour where you're reading and journaling or whatever you're doing in gratitude and happiness, and you're not bitching, and you try to stay away from negativity as best as humanly possible to you, all right? So, and now, here comes number 3. Number 1 was the gratitude. Number 2 was do the short challenge of 1 hour a day of being a little bit more happy. And number 3 is the life hack to stay positive simply by what you ingest, all right? As simple as that. Anything you consume with your eyes, your ears, or your mouth, even your skin or the vibrations that people around you influences you. And if you have decided that you are way too negative and you want to move into a positive direction and you want this to go up, you want to raise this low level paradigm up a little higher and see how far high you can go, and you'd be happy if you just were a little bit happier and stop making yourself so sad, you should just take care of what you are taking in. Literally, what are you feeding yourself in every sense of the word feeding, all right? So look at what are you listening to. Is it positive, uplifting music? Are you listening to Mozart, or are you listening to Eminem? Eminem, an amazing rapper, but this guy is rarely happy. He's always bitching and complaining. Everyone is always getting out there to get Eminem. There's not there's a lot of negativity in his lyrics, okay? It's just like that. A lot of rap songs, a lot of different songs, all right? But more so even in metal songs, punk rock, hard rock. There's just these negative genres of music. Same in news. I would recommend you to do a complete news diet. Cut that shit out of your life for at least 30 days. And I am very serious with that. And unless you're literally a journalist and this is your job, there is no benefit to obsessing over the news. And that's just a bunch of things that you're feeding into your system. Same thing is to feed yourself good nutrition. If you are eating highly processed junk, it is low vibration food, it has little information that's to the benefit of your body, and your body is receiving, oh my god, we are getting in calories, we're getting in something, but at the same time it has to fight back on it, it cannot fully thrive on it, and it has to hydrate and work a lot to cleanse this stuff out of your body. And if you were just eating bananas and drinking smoothies and spinach and spirulina and all the good superfoods that are there out in the world, and you were watching your diet meticulously, it would be way easier to be happier, all right? I can assure you that any raw vegan person, as like this, let's say the extreme, right, of eating a perfect diet, if you have a perfect raw vegan person, is gonna be happier than you. If they're doing something right and they're also into positivity and optimism, they're getting sunlight, they're probably gonna be happier than your baseline just because the food they are eating makes them happy, all right? If it's healthy food, it might even contain tiny trace amounts of DMT and other good things, or you're eating your coconut, and it has healthy fats, and you're eating your cacao, right, your cacao bean, and it has serotonin for your brain, all right, instead of eating the McDonald's burger, which is just macronutrients, but there's no nutritional benefit or value to your actual emotions and the hormones that are created off it, all right? And of course, same goes for people. Who are you surrounding yourself with? I'm going to go into details in this on this in many different other videos if you want me to. And so that's number 3. Watch what you are consuming, because you cannot win this fight of being more positive if everything around you is negative, all right? But you are in full control of this, and you decide with your own focus or whether you want to linger on the negativity, whether you want to listen to your friend chit-chatting about what's going wrong in his life, or when you're gonna be like, hey dude, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna do the best for you, and I can give you a bunch of tips if you really like me to, but I'm not gonna like just talk negative about your lives and be like, oh my god, our life sucks, blah 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 blah. There's no value in it for me, and you focus on what's good and you tell that to people, and step by step, you move into a positive direction. Okay? My favorite of all these three is the gratitude, because you can implement it daily. You just write down 3 little things that you are grateful today, and it could be tiny things. I am grateful for the rain that fell on me. It makes me feel alive on my skin if like the drops hit me. It could be, I'm thankful for this guy in the bus, like the bus driver. He gave me like a really nice and warm hello in the morning. It kind of got me out of my head and my negative thoughts. And I'm happy that this guy like really gave me some attention. And lastly, number 3, I am really happy that I have all these books around me. I'm surrounded by all these books and knowledge and the internet to get better every day. All right. So you just focus on 3 little things that you can be grateful for, and that already completely changes the way you focus on. Because what you focus on is what defines your life, and that's going to define your thoughts. Okay. So you are the creator. You are in charge of your own life, and you can do this. I believe in you. That was Valentino with Divine Masculine Unleashed, on whether negative thoughts are the way to go, or whether you should move to more optimistic, high paradigm ways of thinking. Thank you for watching. Peace.